Hey there YouTube, this is 101 Bronson back here again. And this is a little tag video today on my top 10 female actress crushes. This is a list I'm um, doing along with Leo, Geek Legion of Doom, Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan, and I've heard whispers that Dan aka Physical Media for Life might throw his head in. Um, I got offered this little video to do in this tag series along. Thanks to Carlos, he's with for Life fan. So thank you, Carlos. Yeah, this was a tough task, tough video to do, tough list to put together because there's so many beautiful actresses. And even if I have some in the honorable mentions section, and even if the ones that I don't mention at all, it doesn't mean that they're not beautiful. I mean, this is just such a hard list to put together because there's so many eye-pleasing women and actresses in the film business. But anyway, let's give it a shot. Without further ado, here are my top 10 female actress crushes of all time, no matter what decade. So yeah, here we go. Before we start, of course, some honorable mentions. Honorable mention number one, I have to sort of represent my own country, and there's a female actress in the Netherlands. She doesn't really act anymore, but she still occasionally makes an appearance on television, on Dutch television. But it's actress Tatjana Simic. That's the way to pronounce it in Dutch. She is mostly known for Dutch movies like Flodder, aka Flutter. I believe there is an English title for it, but for the life of me, I can't remember. But if you take a look at the picture right here, you will see why she is on this list, at least in the honorable mentions section. I chose only to put her in the honorable mentions because most of my audience, the English-speaking countries, they will not know who she is. But just for my fellow Dutchmen who watch my videos, yeah, she is on there. So yeah, that's honorable mention number one. Honorable mention number two, we have a few Bond girls on the main list and also a few Bond girls made honorable mentions. I can't have just a list of just Bond girls, even though Bond girls are some of the most beautiful women on the planet. But anyway, the first Bond girl right here, Ursula Andress. She was, of course, in Doctor No. She's also done a few other movies you might know, like some sex comedy she did, like The Sensuous Nurse. She's also done a cannibal movie, I can't remember which one. Among fans of cult movies, she will be known, of course, to many, she will be known as Honey Rider from Doctor No. So let's move on to the next one. Next honorable mention is Angelina Jolie. Yeah, again, nothing against Miss Jolie. She's a beautiful woman. I mean, yeah, I couldn't place her on the main list, so she's an honorable mention. But just take an examination of the pictures, and yeah, she's a fine actress indeed, and she's a pretty good actress too. She has turned in some good performances in quite a lot of movies. So yeah, here's her due. Angelina Jolie. Next honorable mention is the Scream Queen, the ultimate Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, here she is. A few pictures right here, as you can see. Um, yeah, again, I have nothing against Miss Jamie Lee Curtis, or Mrs. Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know if she's married or not, but yeah, back in the days, Halloween and everything like that. True Lies really showcased her too. Trading Places, great actress, and I think she really looks good and looks great even. And let's move on. Jamie Lee Curtis gets her due, and yeah, let's move on. Next honorable mention, another Bond girl. This is Halle Berry right here. Yes, Halle Berry. Jinx and Die Another Day. She's also done Monsters Ball. Swordfish is another good movie she was in. Monsters Ball, of course, won her Academy Award. She's also been in the X-Men movies, and most of you will probably know who she is. And here she has a little moment in Spotlight as an honorable mention. So let's move on. And we have one more honorable mention. I wanted to go for 5, but I threw in one more. Um, Next honorable mention is Monica Bellucci. Oh, Monica Bellucci. There will be a few Italian women on the main list, but she definitely is an Italian goddess. Most of you will know her from movies like Spectre. I believe she's also been in a Matrix movie. Melina is another good movie. It's an Italian movie. Malena, yeah, I think that's the title of the movie. Pretty good one, also with a score by Ennio Morricone. That movie, by the way, and yeah, as you can see, for obvious reasons, yeah, she deserves to be at least mentioned. So those were the honorable mentions. Let's move to the main list. And coming in at number 10, we have actress Gina Gershon. Yes, Gina Gershon. Notable credits include Out for Justice, um, which is where I mainly know her from. That was the first time I saw her. She's also been in Red Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Also has an appearance in the movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Um, for the steamy scenes, which I will mention with a few of these actresses, if you want to see real steamy scenes, you'll have to see the movie Bound, which also has Jennifer Tilly, which would have been another contender to make this list. Um, and which they share a few steamy scenes together in that movie. So for those among us that they're looking for that, that's the advice. That's the recommendation for that. Anyway, let's move on to number 9. Number 9, we have pretty much the erotic thriller queen, if you will. She definitely one of the most well known and one of the most paused movie moments in history, and it's Sharon Stone. Yes, go straight to the basics. I think she's a terrific actress, really. And the movie Casino with Rob De Niro and Joe Pesci, a Martin Scorsese movie, that really showcased her acting. That really showcased her acting talents. Of course, for the men and boys among us that are looking for her to reveal herself a bit more, look no further than Basic Instinct, or Sliver, or Basic Instinct 2. There's even a nip slip, I believe, in Total Recall. She gets nude in her little 30-minute role in Action Jackson. She's also in Above the Law with Steven Seagal, but she doesn't have much to do in that movie. Anyway, Sharon Stone at number 9. Let's move on. At number 8, we have another Bond girl. This is French beauty goddess Eva Green. Yes, Vesper Lind. I think she's a terrific actress. She's a stunning woman. Yeah, Casino Royale is of course where most people will know her from as the Bond girl. Vesper Lind. Other notable credits include 300, Rise of an Empire, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, and for those who are looking for real steamy scenes, The Dreamers from 2003, a Bernardo Bertolucci movie. That one she really gets bare ass naked in, so for those among us that are looking for that once again, that's the recommendation for her. Anyway, Eva Green at number 8. Let's move on. Number 7, yeah, the reason for this next actress being on here is I grew up watching sitcoms like Two and a Half Men, That 70s Show, and also Married with Children. And this is Christina Applegate, aka Kelly Bundy. When I was growing up, and I saw her on the screen as Kelly Bundy, oh my God, that I wanted. I mean, I was attracted to her for real. I mean, yeah, Christina Applegate. She still looks pretty good. She still looks beautiful. And but back in the 90s when she was Kelly Bundy, when she was age appropriate, by the way, I should add, because there's a few seasons, of course, where she is under the age limit. Um, but as soon as she was age appropriate and she was allowed to wear like skimpy dresses, oh my God. Other notable credits include Anchorman. She was in that. Um, she was also in a movie with Cameron Diaz. I believe it's called The Sweetest Thing. Anyway, yeah, just Google it, IMDb her, and you will find what she's been in. No real steamy appearances other than some skimpy outfits, but nonetheless, a beautiful woman, Christina Applegate, and a fine actress. So let's move on. At number 6, we have another Bond girl and another French one. Yeah, what is it with the French Bond girls that are the hottest for me? But yeah, this is Sophie Mara. She was, of course, Electra King in The World Is Not Enough. I think she's beautiful. And she really does a fine job acting wise in pretty much everything I've seen her in. She has done a lot of like native movies for her, like French movies and stuff like that. But for the English-speaking market, she has done, of course, The World's Not Enough, and also notable role in Braveheart, the Mel Gibson movie, which was directed by Gibson as well. So anyway, here you have it. Take a good ponder at her. I'm pretty sure she has done some steamy scenes in movies. There's even a nip slip in The World Is Not Enough. Uh, if you're really paying attention, you will notice it. In the bed scene with Pierce Brosnan, there is a nip slip there, but only the die-hard fans like myself will know that, or even like the people that really were adolescent when they watched the Bond movies. Anyway, let's move on. At number 5, we have the Giallo Queen herself, Edwig Fenesh. Oh, yes. Of course, like I said, the Giallo Queen, she has done Giallos like The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward, Your Vice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key, All the Colors of Dark, um, and many more that I even forgot the titles of. But yeah, she definitely gets to show herself in a lot of these movies as well, so that doesn't hurt. And I think she's a beautiful woman. Pretty sure that in the versions I see, because I always watch the giallos in Italian movies in English, pretty sure I never heard her real voice, so I can't really comment on her natural like acting abilities. But even dubbed, the performance just physical, you know, she's a good performer. So and yeah, really hot. Anyway, yeah, Edwig Fenesh. Yeah, a few recommendations. I guess Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward will be one, and yeah, or any of the giallos if you guys want to see some, you know. Anyway, let's move on. At number 4, we have my blaxploitation goddess herself, Pam Grier. I love me some Pam Grier, baby. I mean, when I was about 12, 13 years old, I saw my first Quentin Tarantino movie. It was Jackie Brown, and the scene in which she, and in the scene where Max Cherry, aka Robert Forster, is waiting for her in the jail, and she comes out in slow motion, and that beautiful music is playing. I fell in love right then and there, just like the character of Max Cherry did. I fell in love right along with him. Um, Great actress, of course, blaxploitation goddess, Coffee, Foxy Brown, Sheba Baby, Friday Foster. Those movies, she definitely showcased her assets, if you will. And yeah, acting wise, I think Jackie Brown is definitely a career highlight for her. So yeah, Pam Grier, number 4. At number 3, we're going a bit more recent with this actress, Margot Robbie. Yes, many of us will know her from being Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, and also in Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, and that's a really long title. um, I think she's first and foremost a stunning woman, but also a terrific actress. I think she might be one of the best actresses, if not the best, of this entire list. Because I've seen some real great performances. I loved her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love her, of course, as Harley Quinn. Wolf of Wall Street, I think she was terrific. I've seen movies like Bombshell, I think she was great. I, Tanya, I think she was great. Focus with Will Smith is another great one. I think she's definitely one of the most popular one that I picked for this list, but I mean, for obvious reasons. Let's move on. Number 2, we have the final Bond girl. I think this might prove that I feel that she's the hottest one. So that list is already spoiled for you. My top 10 Bond girls. You guys will know what my number 1 will be, but alas, anyway, Luciana Paluzzi. I actually forgot to mention her in my Bond ranking movies. When I discussed Thunderball a bit, I actually forgot to mention Luciana Paluzzi. She's probably my favorite thing in Thunderball. So I mean, for obvious reasons, some great assets there. Um, Another great movie that she did was The Forgotten Pistolero, which is a spaghetti western masterpiece, an underrated one. More people should check that out, so I'm gonna shout that movie out any chance I get. The Forgotten Pistolero. She's also in that movie. Other than that, I haven't seen too much of her, but I mean, even if I just saw Thunderball that she was in, I mean, she definitely. Oh, Luciana Paluzzi. Oh. Anyway, before we get some weird ass video here about a guy perving out, let's move on. Number one. Number one, my all-time favorite actress crush. I mean, I was again around the same age I was when I discovered most great movies. I was around 11, 12, 13 at most, and I saw Once Upon a Time in the West, and I fell in love with Claudia Cardinale. Oh yes. I mean, it might also be having to do with the great Ennio Morricone music that accompanies her character. It might have to do with the great close-ups that Sergio Leone provides of her. Um, or it might just be because she's a damn fine woman. Yeah, but Claudia Cardinale as Jill in Once Upon a Time in the West, I saw her in that introduction scene with that beautiful music by Morricone playing, and yeah, I fell in love, and yeah, I consider her the most beautiful woman who ever lived. Period. Um, Again, that's nothing against all the other women on the list because they're all fantastic, but we all have our personal preferences and tastes, right? And I would love to hear yours. So leave that down in the comments. But anyway, yeah, Claudia. I will actually end this top 10 with a little clip from Once Upon a Time in the West because I think she deserves a bit more spotlight than the others. Because obviously, with her being the number one. So, anyway, there you have it. Those are my top 10 female actress crushes of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is a tag video, so I will definitely put the links of the other channels that also do this list if you guys want to hear their opinion. And yeah, let's keep a conversation going in the comments, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Stay healthy and well as always. Take care of yourselves, and so long for now. See you in the next one.